issue of Nnamdi Kanu, I'm sure some of you know where I stand on the matter. And I have personally been engaging. All I want is for him to come out. I don't believe in media show, because after media show, if he doesn't come out, it makes no sense. A lot of our people have been engaging with the presidency. I've gone to the president myself and pleaded for him to be released, and I have assurance that he will be released. That is where I will leave it. I don't want to put everything in the media space, because it's not going to help him come out.
So as Mazen Nnamdi Kalu's representative at the Federal House, Mazen Nnamdi Kalu is from Umuahia North. I'm also from Umuahia North. We grew up together. We played soccer in Umuahia. So he's somebody well known. Both families are well known to each other. So it is my utmost responsibility as a Federal House member representing him to speak for him where no one else would speak for him. Not just for him, but for many others in that gap who may be facing one challenge or the other, especially in the administration of criminal justice as it pertains to Nigeria. So I've been speaking about him. We've started to make some headway. Previously, he was very combative between the government's approach and, of course, Mazen Nnamdi Kalu's legal team's approach. So they approached me to say, well, for over a period of time, they've not had access to him. So I wrote to the director of DSS. He responded. Rather than escalate it in the chamber of the House of Representatives, I chose to involve my speaker. And we had a tripartite meeting between myself, the speaker, and the DG SSS, and we resolved some of the issues, pending when the lawyers will come together.
See, Biafrans, at this time, you guys need to be very, 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 very careful. Yes, because the game is about to change. Yes, some of you don't know, but let me explain to you. Now, just a couple of days ago, Alex Oti, the governor of Abia State, came out to say that he assured the people of Igbo that very soon, like very soon, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released. That the federal government has assured him, and he's assuring the people of Igbo that very soon Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Now, we have Honorable Obi Agwocha. I will still show you the video where he came out on Arise TV just yesterday and said that yes, that he has been working with some other, honorable members to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released as soon as possible. And they have assured him, even the DSS has assured him that very soon he will be released. Now, you ask yourself, what is behind all this? Now, let me also tell you something. Just yesterday, a day before yesterday, I posted on this channel you are watching this now, I posted a video where one of the lawyers of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came out and was shouting that since September 24, that they have not set their eyes, the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu has not set their eyes on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. How? Because the DSS has, been refusing them to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu since September 24. Not until yesterday being the 13th of November.
Hello, my people. For those of you who are asking me about the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu, whether Nnamdi Kanu has been released, what is happening to his case, whether we have seen him and what have you. But I feel that it is nice for me to make this video so that everybody will understand the position of things. As we speak now, I, Maxon Opera, a member of the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu, have not set my eye on Nnamdi Kanu or hear from him since 24th day of September 2024, when we went to court last.
So after 1 month and about 2 weeks of not seeing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they allowed them to see him. Now everybody is talking about they will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu soon. So what is the game? And that is why I say, see, dear friends, you guys need to be very, very, very careful now, because the trick, the game is about to be taken to the next level. Now, what I guess they want to do is this. And before that, before I tell you what I guess, there is an unconfirmed news that I saw somewhere. I don't want to post it because it's not confirmed. The site I saw it is not really confirmed. But you know, they said behind every lie, there is an atom of truth. So I somehow believe that. That news said that Nnamdi Kanu will be released on the 2nd of December. That federal government has said that they will release Nnamdi Kanu on the 2nd of December. I don't need to tell you what is happening on 2nd of December. You know what is happening, right? Good. So my guess now is that I think they want to release him so that he can come and counter what this other young man wants to do. Do you get the point? Because certainly when Nnamdi Kanu is released, he will, like to, talk with Simon Ekpa, bring his own option, say some things, and of course, during that process, a lot of things will be calmed down. You get the point now. That is why I'm telling you guys that the game is about to change. The game is about to change. So we must be very, very careful. So they want to release him so that he can come and counter this other young man. And then if they did not somehow agree to, some things, then there will be division. And once there is division, believe me, it's over. Of course, I don't need to tell you that Simon Ekpa has a lot of boys and a lot of people believe in him right now. As I'm talking to you, a lot of people believe in him. And also, most people that believe in him also believe in Nnamdi Kanu too. All right. So by the time Nnamdi Kanu come out now and say, no, Simon Ekpa, hold on. And Simon Ekpa say, no, we cannot hold on. We're almost at the end. Let us push. So there will be division. There will be division among the people. And so once there is this division, believe in me, it's over. It will take another 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years for us to get to this level. So that is just the game. I guess that is the game they want to play. So please, I'm going to allow you to watch this video where this man, what's his name? Honorable Obi Agwacha or whatever they call him, is from Abia State. Representative from Abia State. So I'm going to allow you to watch where he said it, but I'm just giving you this hint so that you will know what's up. And that is why I tell you, make you follow me for this channel. Subscribe to this channel, because on this channel we bring information. Latest thing you need to know. So please, if you're coming across my video for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe. Not just subscribing, turn on your notification button. That thing will be like that. Turn it on, press it, so that whenever I upload a video, you will get a notification. All right. So let me allow you to watch this this man, Honorable Obi, where he gave an analysis that, one thing with this man, he was giving an analysis that he has gone to so many places, he has met so many people, he has done this, he has done this, he has done. So he is coming to tell us that he has been working since, and now they want to, the reward for his hard work. The reward for his hard work is about to pay at this precious time, at this moment that the whole tension is on high. This is the time that the handwork wants to pay. The time that court gave order that he should be released, they didn't release him. All these years, 3.5 years, they didn't release him. So it is now December 2nd. December 2nd. Anyway, just subscribe to this channel. Let me allow you to watch this video, please.
However, even some of the applications that were made in court were withdrawn, because the same question would have been asked. Well, if the same judge has recused himself and all the decisions of the judge, as the government had claimed, was a nullity, then the same judge was the one that gave the detention order for Nnamdi Kanu. So that ought to have rendered that also as a nullity. Null and void.
But even beyond that, I mean, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. It is his legal right to ask for a judge to be recused if he feels that he's not getting fair treatment. That does not preclude. It's got nothing to do with his right to have access to his lawyers.
I perfectly agree with you. That was the position we took. That was the position even in the meeting between myself, the speaker, and the DGSS. I took that position. Mr. Speaker concurred with that position. Even the DG concurred. Now, while I was saying thank you, the DG could have easily come to that meeting and feign ignorance of the law and say, no, well, let's status quo remain. Let's keep, going at each other. They will release one press statement. The kanu lawyers will release one press statement. But he recognizes the position of the law and set aside the office of DSS, who could have come in as a cowboy. But he now said, no, I want things to be done properly. He gave the room to allow myself, the speaker, the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu to be engaged in this, in finding a solution that will enable both sides at least to begin to talk and have access to Nnamdi Kanu. It's not just that. There were issues as well concerning the health of Nnamdi Kanu. It was rumored that he was dead. It was rumored that he was ill. Which I also asked the DG. The DG, for the first time, they've never had it before, allowed Nnamdi Kanu to choose a doctor of his own choice, and at the same time allowed him to also to choose a medical facility beyond the government medical facilities for his treatment. Nnamdi Kanu has exercised that privilege, and will continue as well to.
So he's now gone to the hospital.
Oh yeah, he's gone. The last time he went was, I think, October the 3rd.
Right.
And he confirmed it to me because part of my effort was also to see him, to discuss with him, to know his thought process as to everything that is going around, and also to brief him and to make him understand the circumstances around. And then he assured me that he's comfortable with the doctor that he chose. He's comfortable with the medical facility that he chose as well to go to. So on issues of access and issues of management of his health, I can say that this current DG of SSS has been very cordial, has been very respectful.
Much more so than in the past.
Much more than in the past. That was why I said he has shown a human face.
But in the larger scheme of things, how much does it move the needle forward in terms of getting Mr. Kanu closer to breathing the air of freedom?
Charles, I can tell you the whole lot of things have been done, not just by me, but well-meaning Nigerians, stakeholders, who have found this to be an issue of injustice, who has also found this to appear, like the last time I was there, I said it would appear that there are two sets of rules in Nigeria, one for every other Nigerian and another one for the Igbo man. Where every other Nigerian will scale certain circumstances, the Igbo man will find it very difficult to scale. But what we thought would have been more meaningful is the invocation of sections 174 of the Nigerian Constitution that allows the Attorney General, before the determination or a judgment of the court, that he can write to withdraw the matter. There are precedents that have already been set on this. So we're just asking, well, the way they have done for Igbo, the way they have done for Sowore and many others, that Nnamdi Kanu is entitled to those fundamental rights as a citizen.
Well, you mentioned Section 174 of the Nigerian Constitution. I recall that in June, you made a direct appeal to President Tinubu, along with dozens of your colleagues at the National Assembly, urging him to order the Attorney General to discontinue the case based on that Section 174, which gives him the power to end the trial in the public interest and in the interest of justice. Did you ever hear back from the President or the Attorney General?
Like I said, we've met with the Attorney General. I've met with him several times. I've met with his Chief of Staff of Mr. President and many other government functionaries. The only person I have not met one-on-one now is Mr. President. And for obvious reasons. He has to be satisfied with the legal position, and also satisfied with the security positions. So I wish to talk so much, but so much has been happening now The confidentiality of that is also what as a government officer,
you can't reveal
that I can't reveal.
Right.
I can't. But I am very optimistic.
Right.
That after all said and done, recently my amiable governor, Dr. Alex Oti, also talked about it, having met Mr. President, and some assurances that were given to my governor by Mr. President. Those assurances that have been given to my governor remain consistent with the assurances also that I have been given and the things that I have worked with certain circle that have been put up for this. And I'm very optimistic that within no short distance time, Nnamdi will be released from detention. Whether he's going to be released by the invocation of Section 174, or whether he's going to be granted bail, the Supreme Court, after all, said that the lower court ought not to have revoked his bail, considering the circumstances that he faced before he absconded. Meaning the military came to his home, ransacked his home, and he escaped. Possibly, if he was there, he would have been shot dead, just like many others. The Supreme Court held that under the circumstances, his actions of running away was justifiable. That's what the Supreme Court said. And so that since they have already said that he cannot be denied bail, it is also our desire that if bail can be granted to him, I am willing, able to countersign that bail so that he can have the ability to leave detention, at least to be able to take care of himself, see his family, and undertake other activities that such a person should.
And in terms of the case against him, the last we heard he was facing 7 counts of terrorism, which he denies, as well as belonging to a prescribed organization, which is IPOB. Is that still the case against him?
Yeah, those are the current charges. They have not added more charges.
Because you never know these things.
You never know these things. These things are very dynamic.
They change, yeah.
But however, the question we ought to be able to ask is, Nnamdi legally in Nigeria? The answer is no. The rendition that brought him to Nigeria was said, but it was illegal. That's what the Supreme Court said. It was illegal. Charles, the measure, they can try all they want to do, but they cannot try to convict Nnamdi because if you convict him based on that, then the position of the Supreme Court will be much more federal in terms of the Supreme Court has said, well, you shouldn't have brought him here in the first instance. There are legal processes that ought to have happened between the Nigerian state and Kenya for Nigeria to seek extradition of Nnamdi rather than going over there, forcefully kidnapping him and bringing him back to Nigeria. But I think since there's a precedent, that the most important thing that the Nigerian state ought to be able to do now is to seek a political solution that will end this nightmare for everybody, end this frustration for Nnamdi, bring about peace and stability in the Southeast, and peace and stability in Nigeria at all.
I was going to say you took the words right out of my mouth, because I was going to say that your consistent argument, which you have made stridently, and which you made in that letter that you wrote to President Tinubu, is that you are fairly certain that Nnamdi Kanu's freedom will not only calm the fraught security situation in the southeast and indeed elsewhere in the country, but will lead to an economic renaissance, which will boost the image of President Tinubu in the southeast and beyond amongst a sizable portion
not just the image of President Tinubu, also boost the image of the southeast. The southeast are very industrious people. We're very peaceful by nature. Our disposition is built on a specific character that talks about that you have a right, fundamental right to exist, and we also have a fundamental right to exist. After all, there are no more tribe in Nigeria that is more nationalistic than the Igbo man. You go anywhere in the country, you see brick and mortar, permanent fixtures, means that those people have identified those places as a place they can live, as a place they can raise their families, and it's a place they can work. Unlike most other Nigerians who even come to Igbo land, their presence in the Southeast is more transitional, meaning they come for one specific thing. Once that is done, they move on. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like I said, in my private visit, in his utterances, both in court, have said that he believes in the economic development of the Southeast. And President Tinubu, having signed the Southeast Development Commission, it's a good start for the rehabilitation and reconstruction of the Southeast since post-Civil War. Nobody is against that. Nnamdi Kanu has called for an economic renaissance that will tie every state to work together for the common good, not just of the Southeast. If the Southeast is fixed, less crime, less hopelessness and not enough opportunity, every other person will come to the Southeast to participate in the economic activities there. He has also renounced violence. He has also renounced Monday sit-at-homes that have ravaged the economic activities of the Southeast. And he has also renounced the high level of crime and criminality, banditry and assassination that are prevalent in the Southeast as we speak. Christmas time is coming. How many people are willing to go home this Christmas time? More afraid of high crimes and criminality. If we take Nnamdi Kanu out of this factor, we will now know those who are responsible for the high crimes and criminality in the Southeast, because they are now benefiting from the economics of high crime. So it will take some time, but the first step to that taking time is to be able to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out to freedom.
Beyond the points that you made so eloquently and clearly there, how much does this raise questions for you as a lawmaker in Nigeria about the respect that this country's rulers, if you like, have for the judiciary? Yeah. Because there seems to be, I mean, the repeated cases, orders of court and so on and so forth.
They have been violated by the state.
Just completely,
in the past, they have been violated by the state and been ignored by the state. So where lie the moral obligation or responsibility of the state to continue to detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
But does that drive you more beyond Nnamdi Kanu? Because I mean, this is a case of simply the arms of government and which one which one has preeminence over the other. I mean, does that make you as a lawmaker say we've got to do something?
It's very frustrating. Like I just said to you as well. It's very frustrating, but you have to keep moving. I wake up every single day thinking more. What do I have to do more to ensure that my constituent, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is free? He is my primary responsibility, not just him, but many others in that gap. And I'm speaking for every issue that concerns injustice. Now, it's frustrating. In the management of the administration of criminal justice, it doesn't swing in one direction, just like many others have swung in that direction, where many people who were charged in the same way they charged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for treasonable offenses have all themselves been at the determination of the court, and rightfully so. I'm not saying that is wrong.
Obviously, there are different circumstances.
But there's different circumstances. But at the determination of the court said to let them go. So why do you continue to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And I've said it can be just the ethnic colorations or tribal colorations or religious colorations, but there are people who are satisfied in allowing him to be there to rot to death.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Omoyele Sowore, for example, I mean, he wasn't leading, although he called for revolution now and so on, but he wasn't leading a separatist movement of armed people who were going out and sort of attacking.
Isn't Nnamdi leading an armed group? The question is no. The question is no, Charles. Absolutely. Is he leading an armed group?
No, you mean now?
Even then and now.
Yeah, well, you know, the government says that he was.
That's what the government says. Has the government been able to prove
and they
it?
link the organization.
Has the government been able to prove it, Charles?
Well, the case isn't over.
They've not been able to prove it.
They link what his organization.
I can agree with you. I can agree with you, Charles. Let me tell you this. Because just like when I went to visit President Buhari, I said to President Buhari that I'm sorry for every, you know, unpleasant utterances that my brother may have made against you, because one, you are the president, he's not. You're an elder statesman, he's not. So we still are Africans. We have respect for elders. There are certain ways that you can talk to your age mate, and there are also ways that you should not talk to your elders. So to the extent that some of his utterances may have been found wanting, so I'm here to say I am sorry. It is the responsibility of a father to smack a child and then use the other hand to bring it back.
And he said to you, up your nose with a...
No, he didn't say that. But this is what he said. After, I spent almost 2.5 hours with him.
Right.
After the discussions, he says, son, for your humility and the manner that you've approaching this issue and that you've also come to me, I will not oppose any political solutions or ideas that would lead to Nnamdi Kalu's release from detention.
But it didn't happen, did it?
It hasn't happened.
He was president.
But it's a work. That was when he was. This was when he was out of being president.
So you have seen it. You have seen it. Drop your comment on the comment section. Please, I beg you, just drop your comment on the comment section. Anything you think, drop it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, right? I bring you information, believe in me. The information, yeah, as I'm talking to you now, there are so many information in my phone. Yes, there are so many information that I want to pass. So if I post this video after 3-4 hours, check on this channel, information don't drop. After 3-4 hours, check on this channel, information don't drop. All right? So thank you very much for watching. God bless you.